All right, guys, welcome back to Cameshiareviews, the queen of real. Oh my God, I swear to God, reality TV. Why is my camera doing this? I don't know, but we're gonna keep it pushing. There we go. We're back again. We're back again. All right, we have the queen Jaimi on here, and I call her queen for a reason. She represents us so very, very well. I do not think that she understands how much she represented us really well. So I'm gonna start with this first question. As a black woman entering the world of reality TV, where you would all concerned about the possibility of receiving negative or unfair edit. This has historically been an issue for black women on reality TV. That's something you thought about before you signed on for this situation.
Honestly, it wasn't. It
Mm.
literally never crossed my mind.
Wow.
I didn't think about it. And even
Mm.
when the show came out, I was a little shocked at, um, you know, the way everything looked. Now, don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Shout out to Netflix. They created a show, right? It's a
Mm.
TV show with a storyline. It makes
Yes.
sense when the viewers watch it. They
Mhm.
can understand. It's digestible. But I know who I was in the house and what I bring to
Yeah.
every space. And I just was expecting, I think, to see more of that. And
Okay.
actually it just didn't. And
Mm.
I didn't know that.
Well, I'm gonna say again, I loved you on this show. It wasn't. I was so proud of you and so many different things. I think I did my review. I was just so proud of you. How you. I said she was just killing it, and I felt like I wanted to see more of you. I understand that there's people on the show, and I get it, but you shined. You shined.
Thank
So let's
you.
talk about the situation with Lauren. This conversation. What
Okay.
led? Girl, you know me.
Diving right on in.
I
Let's
did.
do it.
I did. So, what led up to the comments that you made? What was going through in your mind at that moment? Because it seemed like there was some tension in the house, and I would love for you to explain your own words. What prompted that? And the reason why I'm saying that is because the delayed reaction that was received on TV on episode 6, 7, whatever it was, about all of a sudden you talking to Lauren crazy. And I'm like, y'all could have been said something before. But anyway, that's my opinion. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to know your thoughts because I'm pretty sure you're not just saying that just to be the way they try to portray like you're making fun of her. And I said, no, 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 no. She's doing that for a reason. I can feel it how you were talking. So please.
Yeah, so the whole thing with that was so first of all, everybody in the house, we had a ball. Lauren and I had a ball. Yes, Lauren and I
Mm,
are good now. But the whole thing was you could kind of see it if you're really paying attention to the episode in episode 3, how her energy shifted. Now we're in a very high stress situation. She
mhm.
did a great job as the first millionaire. Nobody can deny that.
Okay.
A lot of people, actually, I'll say trolls, because the trolls have been trolling. Okay.
Mm,
The trolls have
was
been out of control.
yes.
And a lot
Ridiculous.
of it's bad. And a lot of people are asking, like, why were y'all mad because she lied? That's how you're supposed to play the game. Y'all are so dumb. Why are you mad at her? And it's like, I'm not picking up on that. Like, I think anybody
Okay.
would be irritated if somebody was lying to their face and then just like, oh my God, it was so hard, but I got
Yes.
you.
Yeah, girl.
And I did this and this, and I did this, but I'm not going to tell you what else I did because, I need an advantage, but I fooled you. So
Period.
there was just like an energy to it that was
Mhm,
like, okay,
mhm.
girl. And then like going into how good of a person you are and all this. And that's why I was like, I mean, you can still be a good person and play the game. Like, I
Yes.
was already just like,
Over
okay.
it.
Yeah, I was just like,
Mhm.
okay.
You were just over it.
Yeah, but mind you, that wasn't enough. Nobody was like pulling out the pitchforks and trying to get her out of the
Right.
house based off of that. Nobody was angry or mad because
Wasn't
of that.
100%.
So for me to the table, just fast forward, I just wanted to preface that. But
Right.
the
Gotcha.
whole bullying and this and that, I think is crazy because I mean, I love that I'm talking to a black woman because you know how we are. That was a 0-calorie light read. That
Yes.
wasn't
It
even
was.
like, I didn't
It was
cuss.
so
I didn't get up. I didn't yell.
very classy read.
I was
Nice,
just,
nice,
yeah.
nasty. Nice, nasty is what it was.
Which is my whole point is I need you to get what I'm saying and I'm
Mhm.
trying to relay a feeling
So
to
you can receive
you.
it. So you can receive it.
So
Yes.
you could see where I'm coming from. I'm trying to paint a picture.
Hmm.
So, for example, when Chris, Corey, and I were standing outside by the pool, the stag,
Okay.
like her energy had became kind of like I am the chancellor of the house. Like,
No, she
so
didn't.
she's walking up to this. She's like, I'm here, and
Interesting.
I'm thinking like it. So it was that energy just
Hmm.
all day. Like, we got to rely on Lauren. We got to ask Lauren for the clues. Lauren
Ah,
knows it all. She knows, and I'm very valuable, and I have this, and so my thing here. This is the thing, right? person who was a feeler, a very energetic feeler, like the whole thing going after Sydney, I was getting the runoff of whatever energy she had for her because of the alliance that people believed us to have.
That makes
So
sense.
I had pulled her aside
Mhm.
after Chris, Corey, and I had that conversation, and she, you know, inserted herself. And I told her my feelings were hurt by the way she was treating me.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Okay,
And
go
I
ahead.
was like, we've been cool, we've been laughing, and now you're kind of like in my face and that, and that's hurtful. I don't understand where it's coming from, you know? And Sydney also pulled her aside and said the same, like, girl, I understand, like, you know, I know what it feels like to be judged for what I look like and you look like and all of this stuff. So we trying to work with her. So after a full day of energy that just wasn't, that was baseless, her pulling the receipts out of her bra and trying to make these baseless claims that she had been making all day long, for me, it was discriminatory.
Okay.
When you are judging or coming after somebody for no reason, just because of what? It was all baseless, and I could feel that. Like, girl, you don't even believe what you're saying.
100%.
So that's why I was like, whatever it is you have going on, you need to stop. Like, I was done at that point.
You can tell.
And then you watch and so I said, your energy, not mocking her words. Everybody, why are you mocking her? It's childish. I don't care. This is how I talk. This is how I communicate. I'm painting a picture. That's what your energy felt like. Oh, yeah, you and Sydney. That's what it feels like. So how do you think I feel? Nobody's asking about how I feel. All they can hear is, oh, because you and Sydney. Like, if I stand stern and in my power and I have something to say, for some reason it became a problem for people. So at the table, when I realized I wasn't being received, I was like, I apologize for the mocking. Understand y'all don't know me and my antics are really big, but what I'm saying is, so I meant what I said.
She said what she said.
I did. I said what I said. I'm not going to apologize to her for it. We talked about it, but what was going on in that instance energetically needed to stop. And then, last thing I'll say, I'm sorry, I'm long-winded.
You good? Mama, you good. You good. This is good.
When you watch the show, you know, Lauren uses her own words to say that she is threatened and triggered by Sydney types. Okay, so that's the energy I was getting. Okay, so that's the energy with
Period.
That's the energy. That was the energy.
You weren't lying. I saw it too.
That was the
period.
So I'm calling out something that is a real thing, having not had even seen the confessional. And I'm literally, you know what I'm saying? Because you can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it when it's baseless. And so that was really that whole thing. So me being a life coach, because people have a lot to say about that too, and I'm really great at my job, but the whole thing is, when you are threatened and triggered by somebody, obviously that is coming from a lower energetic space.
It is.
And so if you're threatened and triggered, those are not positive feelings. So the voice in your head also sounds like, why wouldn't it? Right?
Your saboteur, inner saboteur. Period.
So
yes, ma'am.
That's it. That's all. And this is not even to make a villain out of Lauren. We all have insecurities, issues. This is not, she is a lovely woman and she played the game great. But the reality of the situation is what you're doing, you need to stop. And this is why I'm voting for you. Because I clearly stated earlier in the show, if we can't find if I'm not clear on who the millionaire is, I'm voting for her for this reason.
You did. You straight up said that. You stood on the 10 toes down. You did 100%. This is the part. I love how you purpose that by saying that she's a beautiful person, and I believe what you're saying. But in that moment, I felt that Sydney triggered a lot of women in that house, and it's not me trying to be it's a woman, but to be honest,
let's be honest.
Lydia and Lauren had an issue with her because of their youth, because their childhood or whatever happened to them in high school. I'm just being honest, because Sydney or you, none of that gave. I told the Sydney today, I didn't get any of that. What I saw between the three of you guys, mostly between you two, as far as you and Sydney, but Chris even, I wanted to see you guys win so bad because when you were playing the game was the proper way. Nobody was sabotaging. Nobody was trying to stop somebody from winning or act like you're playing. You're not. I
name calling.
I can't respect that. Drama queen was the one thing I hated the most. And cool girls, Lydia, what year is this? Who says that? No shade, but I'm just saying that to me was out.
She made that up. We weren't walking around saying we're the cool
Thank you.
ones.
Thank you. In fact, as I stated, the bullying in the house came from Lydia, came from Lauren. And I said this loud and proud on my channel because you ladies did not say anything, not confessional, not amongst each other, nothing negative about this other group. But yet they're talking about you, including Sam. I forgot about Sam. Sam also was in there. And like I called out my boy, I did. I said, sir, you all of y'all was in cahoots with this. Like, and it made no sense.
It made no sense. And that's another thing I want with the general public is like everybody, even in the house, I was kind of shocked to see Sam go to Lauren and be like, you know, they've made an alliance, like, you know, the loud ones and all this and that. And it's like, we weren't talking alliance at that time. At that time, I don't understand how people miss that the Sam, Kyle, Cara, and then talking to Lauren, they also made their decision based off, oh, well, we're gonna vote, they're gonna vote for you, so we're gonna vote for her. Like,
it didn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
It's just like, and y'all were really like, ooh, the loud ones, and why did y'all vote for Lauren if you knew she didn't have the money? It was like, but nobody knew Sydney had the money either. We never discussed any of it.
Come on
so
now.
what are we talking about? You guys are not basing what you're saying in anything, and I'm clocking it, and you mad. I'm clocking it.
You were. Now the loud part I didn't like either. I've been called that before in my life. I'm 48, aggressive, loud when I weren't loud. So this is a triggering word. People don't understand for all women really, but for women of color, calling somebody loud is really a negative.
It's negative.
And I don't people don't get that. Like, oh, you're loud. Maybe my personality is loud. Who I am as a being is maybe loud. My voice is very quiet. Not understanding. So that to me was offensive all the way around. So and again, it's not bashing anyone. These conversations have to happen for change to happen. And some people don't even know they're even doing this. I've had people around me who didn't even know they was doing this to me until I explained it. So I love talking about this on my platform because it's very important to me. Black women on the reality TV is changing. They still have some steps they gotta, like you said, Netflix respected you 100%. Your edit was awesome. You were gorgeous, baby. Let's talk about the slow walk between you and Sydney. That slow walk for me was everything. I was like, baby, look like two models walking through here, looking gorgeous, by the way. The same height, damn near.
Hey.
Favorite part of the whole thing. When I saw you in the trophy room was my favorite part. It was. I have to ask you, what made you not decide to want the answer? Was it trust or just...
Oh, girl, I wanted the answer.
But I mean, to make the decision to say, okay.
It just, fighting for it was not getting us anywhere. And now, to be honest, if I'm really thinking about it, I should have asked Peter to flip a coin because at least that's something I could have sat with. Right?
Gotcha.
But there's so much going on and you're not thinking. I'm sure. There's another thing I thought of. I could have also said, I don't know, because we didn't know. You just don't know anything. We didn't know it was going to be immunity. We didn't know it was going to be this. Like, we want the clue in the thing, but we tried to make a plan with what we had, and it just didn't work. Especially with 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the house, kind of icing us out at this point.
Yes, pretty much.
So it was kind of like a 4 against 2 situation. I did want the clue. I did fight for the clue.
Right.
It just, it wasn't just like, yeah, girl, you never had it. Go ahead. Like, we're still playing a game. But, we tried to devise a plan that just really didn't work. And that's just unfortunately how it played out. The odds were 2 against us. Neither one of us had information. And like, kudos to the quiet team because, y'all, you mousy mouse. Because we all talked that whole day. And Kyle, Sam, Cara, Corey was avoiding me. They just was all acting like, meanwhile, sitting on the clue about the sister. And you know what? Good gameplay. Okay. You got us. Yes. You wanted me out. Then you wanted Sydney out. You did. That's just, it's
I was so irritated. I'm sorry. You know what? Okay, I'm going to tell you what. As a blogger, commentator, reality TV for over 10 years. For me, what bothered me about it was the way some of the moves were made. If you guys had just lost because you lost, I can say I respect the game, understood it. To sabotage twice, not once, but twice, to me, you changed the tragedy of the whole situation. If that hadn't happened, and as Sydney said, I believe we've been in the final. I think they knew you guys were going to win. And instead of just playing and losing, they sabotage. And I can't respect that. Lydia, Kara, I can't. I mean, reality TV world, that's not respected out there. And when you're doing a competition show and I'm not gonna do anything but sabotage this person. That means you're not trying to win against the best. I can't respect. I'm sorry, I cannot respect that. So for me, I feel like for you, I want to see you on something else because
Mhm.
I feel like they took it from you. I don't care who doesn't like what I'm saying. They didn't. I'm sorry. They took it from you without you having the opportunity. Again, if you'd have lost because you just lost, you'd
Mhm.
probably be like, "Hey, okay."
Mhm.
I feel like they didn't give you the opportunity, and I just don't think that's fair. I know life is fair. I get life is life. I get it, but you did it purposely. It was just too much to me. I was like, y'all doing too much.
Yeah, it became a lot, right? And I mean, I guess just in the ability to give everyone grace, we're the first ones to play this game.
Okay.
And this is it's a nice, nasty game.
Mm.
And it's also like when you're working with sabotage, think about who made it to the final, right? Like Corey was protecting Kara.
Exactly, girl.
Okay. Because he felt like she needed protection.
A mess.
Now
She's
people
so
don't look
mad.
at me. Yeah, people don't look at me and think they're like she's 5'10", she's loud, she got it. And men don't. I hate that
I hate that so much.
some men they
Yes.
don't understand. But that was his choice. That
Yeah.
is his right.
Yes.
That's who he connected with. That's fine. But it was the same thing with Sam. Like I just don't see it. I just can't see her doing this. It's like, baby, we're all on the show.
Just like
I just, and I get it because our emotions get into it.
yes.
But it's like,
yes.
okay, so Sam has a daughter, Corey got a girlfriend, and they in the finals because they took care of each other. They did everything. They even shot Kyle out. Like, bye, Kyle.
Lord, and see, Kyle. Look, I love Kyle. I love
Kyle, but by that time I was like, come on, let's go. We going home, Kyle, because you keep pointing and looking at me. Let's go, Kyle. We're gonna go together.
Look, because you thought you were gonna be staying here. And you're going with
let's
them.
go. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, Kyle had look. I asked Kyle. I said, "Do you remember the conversation talking about the drama queen and everything?" He was like, "Was I?" I said, "Yes, Kyle, you were. It's on camera, sir." Then he said,
"We seen it."
He said, "Me and Jaimi are cool now." I said, "That's not what I'm asking you about. I'm asking you about the time."
When you had said, I joke. Me and Sydney, we poke fun at Kyle all the time because we do. I love Kyle.
Me too.
I love that we can have this banter, but
yes,
you shoot. Every now and then we got to get in his tail a little bit.
The thing about it, I love you and Sydney. Just I would watch y'all on anything. I think y'all dynamic. Y'all have an organic, natural blend that I love to watch. And when she said y'all was so cool offline, I said, I'm not surprised. You could tell it was a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all look at each other, just do a look or something. Y'all weren't talking too much. It was the eyes for me. I was like, baby, y'all should have been paying attention. They were looking at each other, and I would get like she would do it. I said, they're talking through their faces. They're not even doing anything. To me, that's awesome. Y'all need to do another show.
Right.
Because y'all were threats. Y'all were threats. And I will say it again, y'all were threats. No, y'all were threats. It was just handled badly. I give the first show. I do get it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel there was some things handled badly. The name calling, I didn't like.
No, there was no need for that.
There wasn't. And the sabotage, I didn't like. I can't respect that as a game person who watches games in competition. People just lose. It happens. It's life. You just get over it. You just get over it. Like you are a life coach. You get that. You just move on.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So you were emotional. And I can tell that even a lot of you guys, when y'all live, was emotional. And I don't think about the money. I think it was so much more. Can you explain that? Because I cried watching when you or your day you had to go. I just got emotional because I said I have to ask her what was behind the emotion.
It's so sad even thinking about it because I am like, I'm like,
me too.
It's like I'm already a black sheep,
Yes.
People do not understand me.
Don't make me cry. I'm about to cry, girl.
I know. I didn't even expect this, but it's
okay.
It's really hard.
It is.
It's probably why I'm extra loud.
Same over here.
Because it's like I'm really trying to get y'all to like see and understand. And understand that it's a game and that, not everybody will take to your personality and this and that, but it's just really hard. It's, it's hard when the men don't protect you. It's hard when you're misread. And it's just hard to like, deal with like people going behind your back. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't think that my presentation in the house kind of like warranted you know, kind of being played like that. So it was
Ugh.
hurtful. And this was already the second day where it was like all heat on me. So
Yeah.
I was defeated. I didn't really have much left. And I did the best that I could. So I'm proud for that. And
I'm very proud
again,
of you. I'm very proud of you.
people are going to take to who they take to, but that just thing kind of hurts my feelings because I'm really like trying to play the game. I'm really transparent. I'm trying to, and I get it. The game is about lies, and I would have had to lie when it made sense. But the whole point was like to play the game, and I just don't think I'm
Okay.
not like other people.
You're not built like that. Now
I'm not.
the protection part, and again, I love Corey and I love all the men on there, but yes, I did see that. And Black women are usually on the bottom of the list, unfortunately. And when it comes to being protected, most people think, and I mean all races, oh, she's strong. I've been told that my whole life. Oh, she got it. Well, we didn't want to tell you because we knew you had it under control. There's no way I could have had a comfort. No one could hug me. Can I be as my okay? But that's what we go through.
Nobody asked if I, all of the crying. Nobody asked if like I was okay. Wow. Am I good? Like, even just behind the scenes, or even just with all this trolling happening.
Oh God, really?
Nobody really was like, until Sydney did a mental health check in the group chat, which is the kind of heart she has.
She does.
It's like, it wasn't until then where Stay Young chimed in and was like, I'm really sorry you're getting all that. I'm seeing so much like the most vile and nastiest and hateful things, and like you're really strong. So, and it's like, thank you.
Right.
Because y'all are all seeing this. This is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and maybe thousands of messages between Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, like, and I'm okay from the trolls, but it's just like when we're talking about human decency and like love and caring for people, and we're a family and we're a cast, like sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what y'all see me as, but you don't get it. Right. Like you don't get it. And it's hard to deal with.
It is. This is a topic I can talk about forever. It's very hard to deal with. Even in my world, blogger world, it's not a lot of Black women that's doing this. So mind you, there's times I might not even get to do these things because I already know what it is, and I just keep fighting through it. I'm not an atypical Black woman. I have very short hair, tattoos. I'm usually make them up, but I have worked. I ain't gotta make it up. I usually be all da da da. But I love who I am and how I look and how I represent, because there's so many levels to us. For me, you represented a classy Black woman at the same time that doesn't play, very intelligent, very astute, very beautiful. So to me, yes, you're strong, you're all these things, but I love that we got to see that representation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of seeing what we always see, oh, she da da da. Not look, if I gotta get like that, I will get like that. But it's not the first initial thing I do. But just like how you said what you said to Lauren, to me that was a classy read. It wasn't crazy. Yeah. It wasn't out there. It was such. And when you said I pulled out my girl, I was gagging. I said, I wish I could pull. I was like,
okay. Because if I had written it down,
your read to me, one of my favorite moments was your read. I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, you better what? I was screaming at the freaking. Anyway, I'm sorry, girl. I'm a fan of you anyway. You already know that. The fact that you already was supporting me, which I didn't even know, and to me that you don't even know I got emotional when just before everything came out. You was like, "Oh, girl," I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" I got emotional. I always do. I'm humble to that type of stuff. I really am, and I'm really happy that I connected with you because you're awesome. You're a life coach too. I can tell. I can tell you're very good at it as well. I can tell.
Thank you.
Just how you broke everything down. Girl, I can tell this is your job. So for those who are talking noise, half of y'all are behind the screen with no job, or it's no shade, with nothing going on, and you're dragging this classic Black woman who we saw represent all of us in a different light. I love it. Y'all better get off the gas. Move around.
You.
If I see you in the chat, I will drag you.
I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this. Like I will never allow anybody to gaslight me out of what I know to be true. And that's it. And so I'm standing on that. And I think everybody deserves that.
I do. I agree. Yeah. So please tell me that your future is going to hold other reality shows, because you're reality TV gold. Whether it be a love competition. I can see you in a competition, but I can even see you doing like a Big Brother, where it's like mentally, a more of a mental game. There's physical games in that, but the mental game, I think you would kill it. They wouldn't be ready for you. If you're doing an eye contact with Sydney like that, and y'all wouldn't even, y'all wasn't even like an alliance, you know. But if y'all actually was putting forth effort, y'all would have cleaned house. I'm telling you, y'all would have cleaned house. So please take that knowledge and go to another show and win some money.
Yeah, I think me and Sydney need to continue to stick together.
Yes, ma'am. Agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
Yes, we are. What is it? We're great individually, but we're so
powerful
awesome together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm down for the challenges. I'm down for anything. I'm going to keep looking and keep putting myself out there. I'm down for the dating stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm single.
Okay, and there's a lot of dating shows coming up. No shade.
Yeah,
I'm starting to send you stuff. It's a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing anything like a podcast together?
Yes, we do plan to do a podcast together. So you guys will be able to see that. And I'm really excited about it because honestly, aside from like all of this tea and this and that like my heart and Sydney has the same heart. We want people to understand this is an opportunity to grow and expand, to check in with your biases, to really understand where your morality is really rooted. Like there are so many things that I just think people don't understand because of the way we look and the way we present.
Yes.
And it could be a learning opportunity and a space of love and expansion for everybody who decides to tune in. So we really want to share and get into some of the nitty gritty about the spiritual things and the life things, hoping that people can just kind of, you know, expand with us, so to speak. Like,
let me know when y'all do this because I would love to share and even be a part of it if y'all ever have me on there. I think that would be awesome. I think you guys have great rhythm, great chemistry. People will come and listen. Even y'all just talking about women's stuff or reality TV or whatever. People would tune in.
Yeah.
Y'all recap reviews, whatever y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Or talk about politics, whatever it might be. I think people really would look to tune in because, again, y'all chemistry was fire. Naturally.
So fire. Like that's literally my girl. And yeah, we're on the text. I've already been out to Arizona. Like we kick it, like we on the phone. Like that's my friend.
She said. I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to whatever y'all got going on and whatever it is, I'm gonna watch it. And even if y'all get on reality TV again, I really hope. I really think it's gonna happen. Manifest everything. To be honest, you guys were one of the stick out ones. Was like, damn, I wanted to see them. When I saw some commentary, people felt like y'all didn't get a chance. Like I've been saying. So I really think that Netflix is going to give you another opportunity. I
hope so. I'm like here for it. I love working with Netflix. We're Netflix family and vetted. Who knows? Like, we'll just see how it plays out. But I feel really optimistic.
Please apply for everything. Just don't say no. Apply for everything.
Yeah,
I will watch. I will watch you in the circle all day, girl. And they see that means it needs to happen, girl. Please. And but you do circle. Don't go in there as Jaimi. Go in there as somebody they won't even know.
Right. I'm gonna have to play, which I'm down to do.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me see, I can talk to you all day. You are an awesome queen, mama. Okay, so
thank you.
Other than that, do you have any regrets? I always ask everybody this.
So, I mean, I don't really because I know that I did my best. So
love that for you.
I really did. I combed over every detail, upside down, inside out, backwards, forwards, diagonal, and all around the circumference of the thing. And sure, could I have done this or what he said? And then especially watching you have the same things, but I can't speak in that type of retrospect because I've watched what happened. And of course I would do something different, but just for I did the best I could. So I don't have any regrets. It played out. I have to trust the way it was supposed to play out. And I know that God promised me some money. So it's just going to come another way.
Hey, it is what it is, but God gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
God gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen for you. Yeah. I really do see that for you. And I'm so happy we had this conversation, Mama. You are awesome. You are awesome, queen.
This is great.
Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. This is Cameshiareviews. Oh, before we get out of here, tell them what you got going on in your life. You got a website, Instagram, before we get out of here, please.
Yes, absolutely. So I am a life coach. I created my own method called the SASSY method. It's an acronym
Ooh.
for self-love and mastery, accountability and alignment, spiritual wellness, supplanting, and your why.
Ooh.
And so I use that method, and you can use that method even without me. You
Right.
can check in with yourself, but to really help people like get to the root of their issues and pull them out and replace it with something that they actually
Mm.
want. A lot of us are stuck in habitual subconscious behavior that we can't see. But I'm gonna come in and see it, and I'm gonna be like, "What's that? What are we doing? Why was going?" And we're just gonna keep unearthing the thing until you actually have a change. And a lot of the times that happens within the first 2 sessions.
Oh
Even though
wow.
I do, yeah,
Yeah.
even though I do like 12 weeks or 18 weeks. So you can
Okay.
find me at sassymethod.com. And you can find me at Sassy Method on Instagram if you just want a good word, little, or you want to find my website and you're interested in coaching. And then Jaimi Alexander, you spell my name like this, Jaimi, on YouTube and Instagram. And then it's me underscore Jaimi on TikTok. If you just put in Jaimi Alexander, and look
Just
up all
come
my
up.
stuff, it's all there.
I'm gonna add it to your
Everything.
description. I'll have your stuff added to your description when the
Mm-hmm.
live drops. That way, when they click on the the live, all your information will be there anyway. So that's perfect. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All
Yeah.
right, y'all. This has been a wonderful conversation. This is the other queen but the other half, because I talked to Sydney yesterday, and this is the other one. Okay, so these girls are everything to me. So you guys make sure you check the interview out and go follow her on all her social media. Type her name in because it does come up, the picture, everything. So with that being said, this is Cameshiareviews Reviews. Y'all know what it is, and y'all know what. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is.